in Hong Kong now. So, Charisse, TikTok isn't the only one refusing to go along with this new national security law, right?
Right, we've got TikTok and Facebook and Zoom and LinkedIn and Google all coming out and really showing that there is a growing unease amongst tech firms about operating here in Hong Kong. Now, all of this, of course, coming after the national security law was imposed on the city, a controversial law passed by Beijing, imposed here in Hong Kong, that puts freedom of the press and freedom of speech in danger. At least that's according to critics. And those, of course, are freedoms that Hong Kong has long enjoyed but are prohibited in mainland China. Now, TikTok's move does go further than the other tech companies. It goes further than Facebook and Google, who are just saying that they're suspending processing requests for user data from the Hong Kong government while they review the national security law. But I want to be careful about casting TikTok's move as sort of a heroic move, because TikTok wasn't exactly forthcoming in why they are pulling out of Hong Kong. They gave an incredibly brief statement for the reason why they are pulling out of the city. And they said, quote, "In light of recent events, we've decided to stop operations of the TikTok app in Hong Kong." Now, that's not exactly a profile in courage, right? At the end of the day, TikTok is owned by a tech company that is based in Beijing, and it's going to do what's best for its bottom line. Now, I do also want to give a little bit of context for TikTok here. These moves are also coming in light of TikTok recently trying to distance itself from ByteDance and from China, because it is facing an incredible amount of scrutiny in Washington. It wants to win over Washington. It hired Disney veteran Kevin Mayer as CEO in order to do that, to try and assuage critics and U.S. lawmakers who are worried that the app could be used for Chinese spying. But it doesn't seem to be working. Like you mentioned in the introduction there, Pompeo coming out just last night saying that the administration will be looking into banning Chinese apps, including TikTok. And later in that interview, he also said that he was asked, should people download this app meaning TikTok? And he said, only if you want the private info, your private info, in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party. To which TikTok also did give a response. And they said, quote, "TikTok is led by an American CEO with hundreds of employees and key leaders across safety, security, product, and so on in the United States. We have never provided user data to the Chinese government, nor would we do so if asked." Now, of course, we have heard similar language from other Chinese tech firms who have come under fire in Washington. But of course, the big question there on the flip side of that is, if these Chinese firms refuse to comply with Chinese government orders, they could face some serious risks to their business in mainland China.